it's really light. So for it to have a saxophone as well as a case in here, it just feels extra light. So that kind of worries me a little bit. So anyway, let's cut it open. Hey everyone, this is Dom. Today is the day. I'm really excited. I've been waiting on this package that I just got in the mail. Honestly, I was expecting to receive this later in the week, if not next week, as it was coming from a very, very far away place. Precursor, I'm a saxophone player, play alto, play tenor, and soprano. However, I didn't have a soprano in my arsenal, so I decided to go out on a limb and online there are a lot of these different manufacturers that make different saxophones, and I've been hearing a lot about the Chinese or Taiwanese saxophone. So a friend of mine told me about a place where I can get one, and so I decided to go out on a limb and purchase one. So finally bit the bullet last week and bought it. It really, honestly, the price that I paid for it, I mean, it's worth giving it a try, right? So pulled the trigger on last Thursday. It shipped out on Saturday, and I was expecting it at the end of this week or even last week. But so like last Thursday, today is Wednesday, and checked the tracking and noticed that it was in San Francisco last night. So I say, okay, I'll probably get it Friday, right? Sure enough, 5 minutes later, I get a delivery at my desk, and guess what it is? It's a nice big yellow package. Look at the writing there. Straight from, can I even read this? Beijing, China. Shaoyang district of China. Beijing, China. So that was fast, extremely fast. I really wasn't expecting to get this that fast. So I'm gonna do an unboxing just because if there's any damage to it from shipping, then I want it to be documented properly. As you can see, it's unopened. So we're gonna cut it open just to tell you about the shipping. So it came fast. All right, that was what, Thursday, Friday. Ordered on Thursday, it shipped on Saturday according to eBay, and then I got it today, Wednesday. So not long at all. Thought I was going to have to wait about 2 weeks for this. So the packaging, it's really light. It's a soprano saxophone, and it's supposed to come in a case, but kind of worries me a little bit because it's so light. It's very light. It's supposed to be made out of high-grade metal, kind of like the Yanagasawas and Somers and such. The packaging itself, it's all taped up, as you can see, but it's really soft on the outside. So honestly, I could probably throw this around and it just probably bounce or something like that. So it's packaged pretty well. So let's just let's open it. A handy dandy tool here, kind of a dull blade, so I don't damage the case inside. That's what we're going to use. It's not sharp at all. Let's see. How do we open this? Sheesh, so much tape. There's tape everywhere. So I guess we'll just start here. Seems like styrofoam is in here. Right. So this is the part of the video where we probably fast forward, right? Alright, so here we go. Fold that down. Yeah, it's just kind of sort of a lid that they have there. And look inside. What do we have here? So here's the case. Very small. Like I said, it's a soprano. And you notice it's not long. Usually sopranos are long. I went for the curved soprano. So that's the packaging, all empty. So we're going to put that away. All right, so here it is. And let's just get it out of this bag. All right, so everything looks good. Everything looks good with the bag. No holes in it, no rips. It's all taped up on that end, sealed on that end. All right, so that's how it comes. So it was encased in styrofoam, and then it's also in its own little case. Let's just get this guy open. Suck at this. Let's just rip it open. Who cares, right? I don't need this plastic bag anymore, right? All right, nice handle. All right, here's the case. That's the bottom. Has some little rubber feet there. Some zippers. There's a little pocket with a zipper. Here's the main handle. That can be Velcroed together. That Velcro's shut. The main zipper. And on the back side, we have straps. So if I wanted to put a shoulder strap on it, that would be great. This thing's really small, actually. I thought it would be slightly bigger, but it's small. Some writing on here. It's kind of like a chalk. I don't know if you can see it. You kind of barely make it out. Like right there. I don't know what it means, but it's probably some type of way they identified it in the factory. No big deal. It'll probably come off with some like a damp towel or something like that. So let's open it. Zipper. I'm excited. Ooh, nice. All right. So here we go. Just opened it. All right. There's the saxophone itself. Mouthpiece kind of got stuck up there, but there's a little pocket for it right there. All wrapped in plastic. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. This thing is packed awesome. So what comes in this case? So like I mentioned, the mouthpiece. Here's the mouthpiece. It already has a reed on it. Let's open this up. This thing's wrapped really well and packaged really well. Alright. So here's the mouthpiece. It has a cap on it. Reed. Alright. Nice little stock mouthpiece for a soprano. Alright. That ligature is up a little too high, but we'll adjust that. No fault of theirs, right? We got this other little package here. All right, this has another reed in it. The reed is labeled Flying Goose. Never heard of that brand. Flying Goose. It's 2.5 size strength. And so what's in this little package? White stuff. I meant to put my phone in airplane mode before I started this, but I forgot. So you're probably hearing a lot of buzzing there. Alright, so this looks like the neck strap. Or maybe the strap for the case, I don't know. So, yeah, this is the neck strap. So there's the hook. Alright, and that's the part that goes around your neck. That there. White gloves. All of the ads for these saxophones say that they come with white gloves in the kit. I'm not sure. I don't know who uses white gloves to play saxophones. I know I've used white gloves in marching band in high school and in junior high school. In college sometimes, but usually I would cut the fingers out just so I could feel the saxophone better. It helped out in the wintertime. I guess it looked good for aesthetics, but in terms of a personal saxophone that, you know, I'll play on a gig or something like that, I'm not going to use white gloves. I mean, who does that? Don't know. Then we have a cloth, a white cloth. Looks kind of fancy, kind of frilly. So I guess this is like a polishing cloth that you could use to polish your saxophone. Pretty cool. Nice little lanyard. That's what we call extra stuff here in Louisiana. Lanyard. Alright, what else? Let's see, we got the neck strap, the mouthpiece, the polishing cloth. So, remember I said on the case they had like some straps if you wanted to attach a shoulder strap? Well, here they are. Nice straps too. There's a metal clip. Maybe it just needs to be worked. I can't get it. Again, this was lanyard, so I don't really care. It doesn't affect the saxophone at all. I just care how the saxophone plays, right? Alright, so those are the straps. So, what else do we have? Well, this model saxophone comes with one neck. Again, it's a curved soprano, so typically you don't play a straight neck on a curved soprano because it just makes it awkward to play. So it comes with a curved neck. And here's your first glimpse of the finish that the saxophone came in. It's kind of an antique-ish type of finish. It feels good. Feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. There's the octave key mechanism spring. Really good, really good, really good action there. Yeah, this is promising. This is promising. There's the cork. The cork looks like it's on there pretty well. It looks good. I mean, this feels really good, like really good build quality here. All right, promising, promising. All right, now I noticed there's no silica gel in here. Keep things dry. Or maybe they don't use that in their pocket. So now we have the body. Now let me tell you. At first I said that the box, the original packaging, everything together felt light, but when I pulled this out, this thing has weight to it. I don't know how the box and everything together can feel light. I guess it's a psychological thing. You know, it's a big box, but it feels light. But this, when I pulled this out, this actually has some weight to it. I mean, this feels good. This feels like it's worth something, like it's made of some type of decent quality. All right, so let's get it out of the packaging here. Oh, that's nice. So there's the plastic bag here, and then there's like another bag with like a drawstring that the saxophone comes in. So I don't know if that'll be useful for anything, but I guess it's just nice. So here we go. All right, got a little end cap there. Wow, wow, this really looks nice. This really looks nice. I didn't go for the abalone keys because this is a little more than what I was, I guess, willing to pay. This looks nice. Look at that. Now this saxophone I knew from online didn't have a brand marketing on it, which is fine with me because I don't care. It's the off-brand. Nobody's gonna really care. What matters is the sound, right? But there is some etching right here on the bell, as you can see. Nice. Kind of doesn't look like any that I've seen before, like on Selma or anything like that. Look at that. Look at the details. So this, I went for the antique finish. Let's take this bag off. I went for the antique finish on the saxophone because I thought it looked cool. This thing has weight to it and it feels good. It feels like something. It feels like it's worth something, like it was made with some quality metal. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but hopefully it sounds as good as it looks and as good as it feels. Now I'm noticing, looking at some of the key work here, one little thing, I don't know if you can see it, but right here it's like a gob or a little blob of I guess it would be glue. So I don't know what that means or how that'll affect it, but I'll check it out. I may have to just clean it off. I don't see that anywhere else. And then all of the keys, if you notice here, now notice is something that they do because I just finished repadding my flute, and they say to seat the pads correctly, you need to put in these little wooden wedges to hold the keys down, and that kind of helps the pad seal better, establishes a ring on the pad itself that'll help it seal better as well. So one warning, fair warning that I got from someone who bought one of these already is that don't expect it to play like great when you first get it, because the pads have to be sealed properly. You know, this is fresh from the factory, so it hasn't been played, it hasn't been burned in or worn in yet. So I'm not expecting like phenomenal play out of this at first, but expecting to work on it and play it and play it to wear it in, and over the course of time it should play the way I want it to play. So lower my expectations. If it plays better than I expect, then that's great. But if it plays as I expect it, which is okay but needs to be worn in, then that's what I expected, and that'll be fair. So also on the lower keys, more little stoppers or what have you. And then also in the listing it said that all of the springs were blue steel, which is supposed to be a better, stronger steel and outlast stainless steel. And I'm looking at them and they look great. They're blue. I guess they're steel. And so we'll see what the action is like once we get it ready to play. So this video was mainly to document that everything was fine with the saxophone, or not fine if there was something that wasn't fine with the saxophone. I'm looking it over. Just got it out the package. Everything looks good. I don't see any scratches or anything that's broken. I'm going to take out the wedges and start playing with the action. Yeah, I do notice all over the horn just little things. It could be plastic, or not plastic parts, but it's probably some type of adhesive or something that they used, because it feels sticky, so it's like some type of glue or adhesive that they used in certain spots. And we'll see how that goes. If that's to any detriment, I may just have to clean it off. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but overall, this is a nice looking horn, and it feels good. It's got weight to it. To say it's so small, it looks to be built pretty well. Like nothing on here screams, foreign made, Chinese manufactured. The table keys. Now the table key, it's kind of weird. It's a little funky. It looks similar to what we're used to. Again, it's not, the keys are wedged down or wedged shut, so this is not the full functionality of the table keys, but I'm just looking at the way it was constructed. If you can see, normally you have two rollers here So one on this side and then one on this side. But this is not a roller. This is like one piece that extends upward like that. I don't know if that's some new type of saxophone manufacturing mechanism that they developed, but it seems to make it move correctly. So I'm not too worried about it. We'll see how that affects everything else. Let's give you a nice overview. And I'll put a link to the eBay store where I bought this, just so you guys will know as a reference. You can take a look at what they have in their catalog, all of their instruments. And they do more than saxophones. They do all the saxophones, trumpets, flutes, that sort of thing. So let's get these wedges off. One wedge. So I may, after I finish playing this, I may just put these back on just to help wear in the saxophone a little more. And then we have these little blue stoppers on the lower end keys. This thing feels really good, guys. I'm really, and you know, my friend who bought one of these, I asked him to bring it in and so I can, you know, feel the build quality of it, and I was happy. And this is exactly the same. Action feels good. Nice seal on the keys. Of course, I'm gonna go through it. I have a leak light, so I'll go through it later, check for any leaks, that sort of thing, any adjustments that need to be made on the saxophone. I'll make those in order for it to play the best that it can play. And just looking at the pads right now, they do have rings on the pads, as you can see. Like if you look at this guy here. So they have been worn in somewhat by the manufacturer. Even on the low B flat and B keys, there is a ring on the pad. So, might get some decent playability out of this thing. First off, so what I'm gonna do is, so far the action feels good, much like what I would expect. All the keys are working. All right, let me take off this cap. It's not just a cap; it's actually a pad saver, which is excellent because I'm gonna need a pad saver. Pad savers are excellent. Helps to get the moisture out of your horn after you play it, and I tend to develop a lot of moisture when I play, so that's going to be excellent. Wow, more lanyard, right? So let's see. Let's loosen the neck, but something tells me I should probably put the mouthpiece on first. So octave key is working pretty well. All right. One thing I didn't see in here, no fault of the manufacturer, I'm not going to hold them responsible. They gave me reeds in the mouthpiece, but I don't see any cork grease. So no cork grease. So what I'm going to have to do, I've basically accomplished the main goal of this video, which was to show you guys an unboxing of a new soprano saxophone straight from China, made by a Chinese manufacturer. And to show that, you know, everything out of the box, out of the packaging was good. There's no damages to it. The horn seems to function correctly. Looking at all the keys, seems to function correctly. I won't know until I actually play it. So I'm going to make another video with me actually playing it for the first time. I need to go find some cork grease so that I can get my mouthpiece on, and then we'll do that. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Again, I'll put the link of the eBay seller in the comment section, not the comment section, but the description section of this YouTube video for you guys to check out their catalog and see what else they have available. And then I'll make a follow-up video with me playing it and my initial impressions on the way that it plays, and we'll take it from there. Alright, see you guys. Thanks.